ISKCON founder Acharya, deputy founder, speaker of the whole world, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Vishnu Pada Paramahansa Parikacharya Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा द्वारिकापुरी धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की गंगा मैया की यमुना मैया की भक्ति देवी की श्रीमती तुलसी महारानी की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण चंद्र की श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की श्री श्री निताय की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की श्रीपाद रामानुजाचार्य की निताय गौर प्रेमानंद ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Vishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 4, Vidura approaches Maitreya, text 30. अस्माल्लोकाद् उपरते मयि ज्ञानं मदाश्रयम् अर्हति उद्धव एवाद्धा सम्प्रति आत्मवतां वरः अस्माल्लोकाद् उपरते मयि ज्ञानं मदाश्रयम् अर्हति उद्धव एवाद्धा सम्प्रति आत्मवतां वरः अस्माल्लोकाद् उपरते मयि ज्ञानं मदाश्रयम् अर्हति उद्धव एवाद्धा सम्प्रति आत्मवतां वरः
अस्मालोकानुपरते मयि ज्ञानं मदाश्रयम्
Word to word meaning, translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charan Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Word to word meaning. Asmat, from this universe. Lokat, earth. Uparate, having disappeared. Mai, of myself. Jnanam, knowledge. Mat ashrayam, concerning myself. Arhati, deserves. Uddhavaha, Uddhav. Eva, certainly. Adha, directly. Samprati, at the present moment. Atmavatam, of the devotees. Varaha, foremost. Translation. Now I shall leave the vision of this mundane world, and I see that Uddhav, the foremost of my devotees, is the only one who can be directly entrusted with knowledge about me. Purport. Jnanam Madashrayam is significant in this verse. Transcendental knowledge has three departmental divisions, namely knowledge of impersonal Brahman, knowledge of the all-pervading Supersoul, and knowledge of the personality of Godhead. Out of the three, transcendental knowledge of the personality of Godhead has special significance and is known as Bhagavad Tattva Vigyan, specific knowledge of the personality of Godhead. This specific knowledge is realized by pure devotional service and no other means. Bhagavad Gita 18.55 confirms this. Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha. Only persons engaged in devotional service can factually know the transcendental position of the Lord. Uddhav was considered to be the best amongst all devotees of that time, and therefore he was directly instructed by the Lord's grace, so that people might take advantage of Uddhav's knowledge after the disappearance of the Lord from the vision of the world. This is one of the reasons why Uddhav was advised to go to Badrikashram, where the Lord is personally represented by the Naranarayan deity. One who is transcendently advanced can gain direct inspiration from the temple deity, and thus a devotee of the Lord always takes shelter of a recognized temple of the Lord in order to make tangible advancement in transcendental knowledge by the grace of the Lord. मम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः ददामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरवो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरों वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादा सहगणा ललिता श्रीशाखान्वितांश्च वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are continuing our discussion on Lord Krishna's before departing from this world. He imparted knowledge to Uddhav, which is famous in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam as Uddhav Geet, with the thinking, now I shall leave the vision of this mundane world, and I see that Uddhav, the foremost of my devotees, is the only one who can be directly entrusted with knowledge about me. Lord is always very merciful to all the conditioned souls and all the pure devotees, everyone. That is the reason why he made Uddhav hear this Uddhav Gita. And apart from that also, at Prabhashetra, he gave that knowledge to Uddhav and Maitreya Muni. The concern of the Lord is that after he departs, how would the living entities get to know about him and the way of linking with him? That is Sambandha and Abhideya. That has to be transferred. So for that he is saying, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says, Uddhav will be qualified to know what I know. That is the meaning of Madashrayam. And he says, is my duplicate also. Uddhava is really looking like Krishna only. Similar features of the body. He would also take pleasure in wearing Krishna's clothes. What Krishna would discard the clothes. They were not torn clothes by the way, because Krishna is Dwarkadish. But those old clothes, just like our deities here are all these fun temples. Deities wear clothes for few years or so. And we don't, every year we keep adding, offering the Lord, the Lordships, newer and newer dresses, especially on festival, Janmashtami or Purnima, Ram Navami, Nasim Chaturthi, as per the temple's financial condition. So many dresses will become 10, 15, 20, 30. So the old ones we eventually distribute, whatever. That can be a mega sale or can be free distribution also. So Buddha would be very happy to accept such clothes of the Lord, which is Tadiya only. And that's why when he went to Nandagaon, after Krishna went to Mathura, he killed Kamsa. He was concerned that Brajavasis should know about me. So he sent Uddhav. Also, he was a disciple of Brahaspati, and some pride was there in him of his learning. So Krishna wanted to show him the pinnacle of devotional service. When he went there, he met Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai. And as soon as they saw him, they were reminded of Krishna and they started profusely crying. Unlimited tears were coming out. That was anyway regular feature, but seeing Uddhav, the remembrance of the Lord increased all the more. And they were asking, does he remember, do Krishna and Balram remember us? How are they? And so many things like that. And when morning, because Uddhava arrived in the evening, morning when gopis also saw, they were surprised how Krishna has come back. They were happy also. But then closely observing Uddhava, they understood he is not Krishna, he is somebody else. And then there is conversation between them also. So Krishna sends his devotee like Uddhava and so many others for our deliverance. In particular, Krishna's concern was for the devotees, sages in Badrikashram, who were very much desirous of meeting Krishna, seeing him and hearing from his mouth. But Krishna could not go there at all throughout. He went to some other places, Mithila and Hastinapur would regularly go. He went to Vidarbha to get Rukmini Devi as his wife. He went to Ujjain, so many other places he went, but not to Badrika Ashram. But they were desirous. The Lord thought Uddhav is the best person. So that Badrika Ashram sages, they want to receive knowledge from me, they could receive it from Uddhav, and he will be qualified. So this is very important. The word used here is Atmavatam. Samprati Atmavatam Varaha. Atmavatam means those who take me, Atma, as their master. So Uddhav is one such devotee, foremost of Lord's devotees. So Lord has such very amazing devotees whom he entrusts this knowledge, which will be passed down parampara. One such great pure devotee of the Lord is Sri Rupa Goswami, who is none other than Rupa Manjari. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in this world as Krishna himself came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he brought Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami was working under Nawab Hussain Shah, and he escaped from there, met Lord in Prayag along with his younger brother Anupam, and outside of Veni Madhav temple. There was loud Sankirtan going on, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was dancing and inducing everyone to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Seeing this, Rupa Goswami paid obeisance. He composed there only. O Mahavadanyaya, Krishna Prema Pradayate, Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura. I have not seen or even heard somebody so magnanimous like your great self. And you are freely distributing love of Godhead. Anarbita charim chirat karunaya avatirna kalau sammarpaitu munnato ujjvala rasansa bhakti shriyam haripurata sundar jyoti kadambita sandipita sadarudaya kandare spurata sachidantan. That which was not offered for so long, unarpit, charim chirat, for long time which was not offered, love of God, love of Krishna, Krishna, prem, you are so freely distributing without even seeing who is qualified, who is not qualified. Patra, patra, dekhi, stan, astan, which is fit place, not fit place. Everybody is being offered the holy name by you, Krishna prem, through that holy name. So you are so magnanimous. Namo Mahavadanya, not just Vadanya, but Mahavadanya. And you are offering Krishna Prem. You are none other than Krishna only in the form of Krishna Chaitanya. So he glorified him. And afterwards, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thought him to be the best candidate to offer the knowledge. So while he was staying in Prayag, so many people were there who were crowding around him and would be just very eager to see him. So Lord went to the side, to the Dashashwamedh Ghat, and there he sat with Rupa Goswami and started giving the teachings because he saw him to be a super candidate. And not only that, he also entered in his heart. Rupa Goswami says, Hridayasya preranaya pravartito aham vara हरे पदकमलं वंदे चैतन्य देवस्य. Lord gave inspiration to Rupa in his heart. Heart should be capable of digesting, assimilating everything properly. Devotional knowledge is not so easy also as we see in the mundane knowledge, our academic knowledge. That is just a data. Just and copy it in the exam. Down. And after it has no hardly any use in the life. But this is heart transforming. The mundane knowledge does not transform heart, but spiritual knowledge transforms heart and brings about a revolution. So that one can Pravartito aham varat rupavi. Though I am very insignificant fallen soul, I have been given this. Tasya Chaitanya Devasya. I offer my some sounds are coming. Then for next 10 consecutive days, offered him knowledge. Goswami could also, by the Lord's grace, hear very attentively, understand it, assimilate it, and then with realization, write it down in terms of so many books like Usri, Nectar of Instruction, Bhakti Rasamra Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion, Lalita Madhav, Vidagdha Madhav, Dagu Bhagavatamrita, and so many other books like that. Yes. So they are all because of the Lord's grace. And Rupa Goswami became, uh, we are all Rupanugas, so he became the head of all the Gaudiya Sampradaya. After him, obviously, Jiva Goswami was the next head. But Lord purposefully chooses his devotees so that they could transmit this knowledge, and the knowledge will remain and living it. And again, he keeps doing that. Similarly, he also chose Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami was also put in jail by Nawab Hussain Shah. Then he escaped from there. He gave us 5,000 gold coins to the prisoner, the prison in charge, and said, "Please, no, please release me. I leave from here and directly go to Mecca only, and you will also get benefit by that." And he said, "But the king will be, he's very cruel. He will kill me for this because he wanted you to be in the jail. He wants you to be in jail and you are escaping like that." He said, "No, you just tell him that he wanted to respond to the nature's call." And I went there, and with the chains, he jumped in the Ganges and simply drowned inside. And here are some more 7,000 gold coins. Earlier 5,000, then 7,000 gold coins. So then the Muslim was crying like anything because of gold coins. His heart transformed, and he released Sanatana Goswami, who ran at once through the forest path and reached Varanasi. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that time was in Chandrasekhar Vaidya's house, not Acharya, Chandrasekhar Vaidya's house, then Mahaprabhu asked Chandrasekhar Vaidya, just see whether some devotees there outside. Chandrasekhar Vaidya went and saw. And then he came back, "No, Mahaprabhu, there is no devotee." "Really? Is there no one there?" "No, there is one Muslim mendicant. He is there." Mahaprabhu said, "He only. He is only Sanatana Goswami. Call him inside." So when the door opened and Sanatana Goswami was called in, Mahaprabhu at once ran towards him, embraced him, and was so happy. Sanatana Goswami found shelter, that what he was hankering for so long. Even while ruling in Nawab Hussein's kingdom, his parents, Kumardev and mother, they were concerned that our sons are working for Nawab Hussain Shah, who is a meat eater, cow flesh eater. So they should worship Krishna. The mother only told him, "Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna. Why don't you meet him and write to him at least?" So they had written letters to Goswami Sanatana Goswami. But Mahaprabhu did not respond. After a long time, one letter came in which he says, the wife who is having a paramour does her household duties so carefully that nobody gets any suspicion. So that means they understood where to go on. And when the right time comes, then the Lord's mercy will come to us. So this was the right time when he was in the arms of Mahaprabhu. So there are some pastimes in Varanasi also. After which Mahaprabhu thought that I will also impart knowledge to Sanatana Goswami. There also there is Dashashwamedh Ghat in Varanasi. After that there is Panchanath Ghat, and there is Manikarnika Ghat, then Panchanath Ghat, and many ghats. There, Mahaprabhu instructed Sanatana Goswami for 2 months, Rupa Goswami for 10 days, and Sanatana Goswami for 2 months. So there, Mahaprabhu says, first, Sanatana Goswami inquires that I don't know who am I? Ke ami kene amai jare tapatrai. Iha nahi jani ke mone hita hoy. I don't know who am I and why the threefold miseries are troubling me. How I would be delivered from this, I don't know. Please inform, please let me know. In the worldly village language, people call me a Pandit, a learned scholar, but I don't even know why am I suffering. So please enlighten me. Mahaprabhu says, you are a great devotee of the Lord, you know everything. But it is the nature of a sadhu to inquire. That's why you are inquiring. So for your sake, I will speak something. Mahaprabhu says, Yogya patra ho tumi bhakti pravarta ite krame sava tattva shuna kahiye tomate. You are a fit candidate, Yogya Patra. Just like Uddhav is Yogya Patra, Jnanam Madashrayam. He has taken shelter of Krishna, who is Atma for everyone. He accepts Krishna as the master. So Yogya Patra, how to me Bhakti Pravataite. You are fit to propagate this mission of Bhakti Marg, devotional service. Krame Sava Tattva Shuna. Step by step, here, all the Tattva, all the principles kahiye to mate, I will tell that to you. And then he tells 20th chapter, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, all 5 chapters, such big chapter and technical also, they are all told to him by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Very big chapter that is in all Madhya Leela. And Mahaprabhu says that I have heard what I have heard from from Ramanand Rai, I will tell you that. This is Mahaprabhu's humility. Like yesterday we were discussing. Mahaprabhu is so humble. In fact, Ramananda agrees that you only empowered me, and now as an instrument is what you call strings of the instrument are pulled by the player. You are the player, and I am the strings. So I'm just speaking what you inspire me to speak. But Mahaprabhu in humility says, "What I heard from Ramananda, I will tell you." So this is how Lord is concerned for everyone, and He gives this knowledge time and time again. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita also, "Evam parampara or idam tute guya tamam pravakshami." 4.1. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham avyam. I gave this knowledge in the beginning of the creation to Vivaswan, the sun god. Proktavan aham avyam. Vivaswan manavepra. Vivaswan gave this knowledge to Manu, Vaivaswat Manu, his son. And Manu Rishwakave Abhavit. He gave to his son Ikshwaku, who from the heavenly planets came to earth as the ruler, and in his kingdom only came Raghu, and then eventually Lord Ramchandra also, Surya Vamshi. That is the Rajarshi Parampara, which may not continue forever. That's what he says also. Sakale niham hata, yoga nashta parampara. But with the passage of time, that parampara, knowledge, that parampara is broken down. So I am giving this knowledge, Arjun, to you again, because Bhaktosi ve sakajati. You are my devotee and you are my friend also, friendly disposition. Bhaktosi me sakajati, rahasyam hi etuttam. This is great rahasya. So bhakti knowledge is like everybody knows, but in one sense nobody knows. The great mystery. So who knows? One who becomes the humble servant of Hari Guru Vaishnavas. So such a person can know the secret, and Krishna becomes his property. Krishna gets bound in his heart, just like Bilomangal Thakur. He had attraction to Chintamani, who guided him. That if only you had similar attraction, what you have for my skin, to Lord Krishna, by now you would have been a pure devotee. He got enlightened, at once left for Vrindavan. He thought Vrindavan is the best place where I could worship Krishna. But on the way again, he got attracted to one Brahmin woman. And then he was condemning himself so much so, he thought his eyes are my enemies. He asked her for hairpins, plucked out his eyes, became blinded, and in that position only somehow he reached Vrindavan. There, when he reached, he was blind, knew nothing about Vrindavan first time coming, plus blind. How will he? He's a mendicant. So Krishna was concerned. He came as a cowherd boy, and he's arranged everything for Bilomangal Thakur. He said, "Baba, where are you coming from, and what is your plan?" He said, "I want to stay here and do Krishna Bhakti." Oh, okay. So where will you stay? So I don't know. Don't worry. Here is a hut I arranged for you. You can stay here. And what about your foodstuff? Said that also I don't know. Don't worry. Every day I will get milk for you. So I'm a cowherd boy. I have many cows. So you're a great devotee of the Lord. Every day he would get, and he would sit next to the Lord, next to Biloga Thakur, and they would discuss something. So eventually, Biloga Thakur understood this boy is none other than Krishna only. So one day he just caught the hand of Krishna and said, "Kana, I have caught you." Krishna immediately gave hit and he ran away. So Baba, I'm here. Come here. So Biloga Thakur being blind, he's going by the sound, and he goes. Then Krishna runs swiftly there. Then he said, "I'm here, Baba." He's going. Then Bilonga Thakur understand, I just can't catch him. Then he says, "Oh Kanha, I may not be able to capture you by hand, but I have captured you in my heart. How will you escape from there?" He says, "Yes, from your heart I cannot escape." Like that. So Lord loves his devotees, and for their sake, he is ready to go to any extent. So he arranges everything. So this parampara gets broken. So Lord's concerned, he chooses a nice devotee. Like here, at that time, it is said also in my Prabhupada. I see that Uddhav the Paramahansa is the only one who can be directly interested in knowledge about me. At that time, he says in one place, Prabhupada says that Uddhav was considered to be the best amongst all devotees of that time. So a different time, Different devotees will be the best devotees. So whosoever is the best, Lord will choose him. Like we discussed Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and similarly Arjun. And then the knowledge is given to them. Then the knowledge goes ahead. But this was Rajarshi Parampara, so it doesn't continue further. But there are four unbroken disciplic succession which continue from time immemorial. Krishna gave knowledge to Lakshmiji in that Shri Sampradaya. The knowledge comes down. Krishna gave knowledge to Brahmaji. In that Brahma Madhu Gaudi Sampradaya, knowledge comes down. Krishna gave knowledge to Kumaras, four Kumaras, sons of Brahma. So that knowledge comes down in Kumar Sampradaya. Krishna gave knowledge to Shivji, Rudra Sampradaya comes. So today is an auspicious appearance day of Ramanujacharya. So we'll discuss something about him also for the pleasure of devotees. And it's also very nice to hear about such great pure devotees. He is the foremost acharya in Shri Sampradaya. Now also we can see how much respect they have for Ramanujacharya. Shri Sampradaya. So there he was born to one, his father was Asuri Keshavacharya and his mother Kantimati. That was a great family, devotee family. He was born and he eventually learned many scriptures very nicely. So much so, he was under Yadav Prakash, who was Advaita propounder. So he would be very much disturbed seeing Ramanujacharya's devotional comments, and he would refute Shankaracharya's comments because devotees are against that Mayavad. Once even he was massaging the feet of his guru, Yadav Prakash feet. And then Yadav Prakash quotes one verse and he says Kapyasan word. So that means the eyes of the Lord, the reddishness is like the reddishness of the backside of the monkey. So when Ramanacharya was massaging the feet and the Guru gives this explanation, hot tear comes from his eyes and falls on his foot, on his calves. And then he's wondering, what is this? He looks, so what happened? Why are you crying, shedding tears? He said, Gurudev, your meaning of the word is not appropriate. So what? How is it not appropriate? Kapi means monkey, Kapyasan is back, like that. So then Ramanuja says, no, basically Ka is water and Api. So it refers to sun. So when sun comes, then the lotus blossoms. So that like are that is how Lord's eyes are, like lotus. So this word means lotus eyes, not reddish like lotus. So Yadav Prakash becomes very disturbed because so many times he had been refuting him. So much so that one time he decides, I have to kill this disciple. He makes one arrangement that we are going for pilgrimage to north. When they are going, Ganga comes in between. He was planning to drown him in the Ganges. But Ramanacharya's cousin brother, his mother Kantimati and Diptimati, his Mosi. So her son Govinda was also there. He heard that there is a plot to kill my cousin. He told him that this is the plot. So you escape from it. So without anyone's knowledge in the night, Ramanacharya escapes from there. He goes in the forest, he meets one couple, hunter couple. And they tell him, what happened? Where are you running? So I have to go to Madurai. I have to go to Kanchipuram. Who will guide you? Come. So they guided him. And when at the outskirts of Kanchipuram, then suddenly they disappeared. And he found Kanchipuram is here. And then he realized, oh, they were none other than my Lord Lakshmi Narayana. So he was very happy. So he comes back. But this kind of interactions would happen under Yadav Prakash. By the way, Ramanujacharya was born in Sri Perambuttur and he's none other than Lakshman and Anantadev. Once he was in debate, Ramanujacharya was in debate with hundreds of debaters, scholars. They said, we are 1,000 of us and simultaneously we will debate with you. And you have to answer each one of us simultaneously. He said, agreed. But I also have a condition. What is the condition? I'll be sitting behind a curtain. Between you and me, there should be a curtain. You cannot see me. Sitting behind the curtain, I will answer each one of your questions simultaneously. They said, fine. So they arranged a curtain. There were 1,000, big hall, 1,000 of them sitting, and curtain, and here Ramanacharya alone sitting. So when Before the meeting, then he took Ananta Dev's 1000 hoods. And they were asking question with one hood, he would answer that question. Like second hood, third hood, all of them were simultaneously defeated. And they were shocked. So they all surrendered to him. So he's Ananta Dev also. When he was a small boy only, his father was lost. So he was with mother in Kanchipuram. By 16 age, he mastered all the Vedas and Shastras. By 17, he was married to one girl. Her name is Raksha Kambala, like that. But this wife was not like devoted like Ramanacharya. Rather, she was little different personality only. Ramanacharya once had called Kanchipurna, I think, who was born in Shudra family, but Ramanacharya had great respect for him. He wanted to wash his feet once. So Kanchipurna said, how can I allow you to wash my feet? I am low class and you are Brahmin. In fact, I should accept you as my guru and surrender my life. Then immediately Ramanacharya became very morose and he says, if my being born in Brahmin family does not allow me to serve a great pure devotee like you, then I consider my birth to be a disgrace and my life to be useless. Immediately Kanchipurna was so happy knowing that Ramanacharya understands the principles of devotional service so nice. So they had very nice friendship, means nice relationship. Ramanacharya has in all some 7 gurus, many. So one of them is Kanchipurna also. One time he invited Kanchipurna to his house for prasadam. Kanchipurna was reluctant, but ultimately he accepted. But then he thought, Ramanacharya will give me too much respect. So I should avoid being there, taking prasadam when he is there. So better go when he is not there. So when Ramanacharya was waiting, where is Kanchipurna not coming and all. So he went to search for him. So Kanchipurna came by other way to his house. And his wife was there. She knew she had cooked also. So then she gave him one place and served him whatever she had cooked. And after he ate, he thanked her and he left. So she took all the pattal, juta and all that. And she threw away, she put cow dung, cow urine, everything, thinking that a Shudra came to house, and all that. And everything she threw away. After some time, Ramanacharya came and said, Kanchipurna did not know. No, he came. Then what? I served him. So where are the remnants? After he ate remnants, I just threw them in the garbage dump and all that, and I cleaned the place also. So now everything is cleaned out. What a nonsense lady! My God, my whole purpose is defeated. So like that, many things were happening. One time there was in Kanchipuram, still that house is there. Ramanacharya was staying, and also that well is there opposite to the house. So there, this lady fought with Kanchipurna and Kanchipurna's wife. She had come to get water, and this lady said, you are Shudra lady. How can you come? And all. She quarreled. So Ramacharya was very much disturbed seeing wife's behavior. So he decided nothing else, nothing doing. I must take sannyas. So how to take sannyas? So then, so then he arranged. Ramacharya is very intelligent. So he arranged one devotee with a letter in his hand, and he came and he informed that my dear, that was my father-in-law, that my daughter is getting married. So you all are welcome for the marriage. But it will be nice if my daughter goes first and it will come later on that. So his wife was very happy. My sister's marriage is there. So could I go? Oh yes, you go and as soon as Ramacharya left and he took sannyas, he became a sannyasi. So that was at around age of 30 that he took sannyas. Ramanacharya in all lived for 120 years. 1017 he was born in this month, Chaitra month. And he disappeared also kind of in this month it seems. And he disappeared in 1137. So 120 years he was there on planet. Very long time. Very powerfully he preached. Yamunacharya, I happened to read in one place, was his granddaughter was Kantimati, and Kantimati's son was this personality. So he wanted Ramanujacharya to be the successor. He tried to meet many times, but somehow by Krishna's arrangement, it did not happen. So one point of time when he was in Srirangam, he sent message for Ramanujacharya that please come quickly because he was sick, bedridden. So he wanted to meet Ramanujacharya and explain many things. So he called and Ramanujacharya at once left, but he went walking, so it took time. When he reached there, he got the news Yamunacharya is no more. He has left. Yamunacharya is another guru of Ramanujacharya. There was funeral pyre, and he saw the body of Yamunacharya, and he felt bad that I could not meet him. He wanted to talk to me, but he was the only one. He observed that three of his fingers were folded. Immediately he asked other disciples, "Was it like this always with Yamunacharya? His fingers would be closed." They said no. In fact, they were shocked. We did not see that how Guru Maharaj, while living body, has three fingers closed. So Ramanacharya understood what it is. So Ramanacharya then took three vows. So one of them is, I will write commentary on Brahma Sutra, that is Shri Bhashya. So as soon as he said that, one finger opened. Then he said, in the memory of Parashar Muni, Vasudev's father, I will name one of my disciples as Parashar. So then second finger opened up. And also one is, I will write some kind of bhashya on Vishishta Advaita on 4,000 prabandhas left behind by the Alvas. So then third finger opened up, and everybody was surprised. So that's how, though physically they did not meet, but Yamunacharya is also a guru of Ramanujacharya. In fact, eventually he was made the next successor of Sri Sampradaya. He became the head of entire Sri Sampradaya. But then he was not having the administration of Sri Rangam temple. That was with one Brahmin, one person. And he was very much against. He was not giving the key, in a sense, administration to Ramanujacharya. So one of his disciples, that is Quresh only, was once called, that person's father or mother died. So he was performing Shraddha. But for Shraddha, he was not getting Brahmin only. Nobody was somehow, Krishna's arrangement, nobody was coming. So he got Quresh only, and Quresh went and did all that, whatever is required. And then came time for Dakshina. So he asked, what Dakshina you want? He said, give me the key of the Srirangam temple. That means administration should be handed over to my spiritual master, Ramanujacharya. He had to give. So he gave the key. And then whole administration came to Ramanujacharya. He became head. But then also there was one king of King Kolatunga Chola. So that king was a Shaivite, and he wanted to prove to everyone that Lord Shiva is supreme, not Lord Vishnu. So for that reason, he had a debate, and he would get many people. And he knew Ramanujacharya, so he wanted Ramanujacharya to come and wanted to defeat Ramanujacharya through himself and his ministers. And in case he wins, then we'll kill Ramanujacharya. So that was the plan. So when the soldiers or whosoever came, messengers came that you have been called by the king, it was clear that he is very much against Vaishnavas. He will kill also. So Quraysh immediately went to Guru Maharaj and said, Guru Maharaj, you are very important for whole of Sri Sampradaya. I'm an insignificant person. My life can be sacrificed. So you please take my clothes. He was a grast, white clothes, and I will take your clothes. And I will go there and I will defeat them all. And let my life be sacrificed. He said that with so much love for Guru that Ramanujacharya could not resist, could not say no. So then they exchanged clothes. The messengers took almost imprisoned him, and then they took Quresh. Mahapurna also went with him. Both of them went. There was a fierce debate in which Quresh defeated all of them, all the scholars, and they became very angry. And king gave the order. He wanted to kill him, but then he remembered long before, when Ramanujacharya was young, he had helped his daughter who was haunted by a ghost. So nobody was able to remove the ghost, and Yadav Prakash was very famous for removing ghosts. He knew many mantras. He was called, and he came and he started chanting those mantras. But the ghost, he was laughing. He said, Yadav Prakash, you are nonsense. I will not go by your mantras. But if your disciple Ramanuja comes, then he is a great pure devotee of the Lord. Then if I could get his dust, then only I could go. So everybody heard it. So king immediately said, get Ramanuja. So Ramanuja came there, and his girl was behaving in a very crazy way. So when Ramanujacharya came, that time Ramanuja only, under Yadav Prakash. So he came, and then immediately the ghost said, oh my dear Ramanuja, I'm very grateful. I would be more grateful if I could get dust of your lotus feet on my head then I will leave body of this girl. And how will you come to know? The top branch of this tree will break and fall down. So through that you can know I have left her body. So Ramanacharya arrangement was made. He kept his feet on the head of that girl. And as soon as that happened, within a second or so, the branch broke and fell down. Everybody understood the ghost is gone. And that girl also became very normal. Earlier she was behaving in a very strange way and speaking all like a mad person. And she bowed down and felt shyness, and she immediately left. And the king was very happy that by the grace of this Ramanujan, my daughter is saved. So he remembered all that. So he thought better not kill him. He was thinking Kuresh to be Ramanujacharya. So better not kill him. But then what to do? Let's pluck out his eyes. So they plucked out the eyes and Kuresh got blinded. Both, I think, Mahapurna's eyes also. So Mahapurna being very old, elderly. So when they were coming, somehow by Lord's grace, they reached Srirangam outskirts. So then Mahapurna told Kuresh that, Kuresh, I'll not be able to maintain my life. I have to give up my body. Kuresh said, no, wait. We have just reached outskirts. Very soon we will enter Srirangam. And in front of the Lord, while taking darshan of the Lord, in his presence, you could leave the body. Then he said, no. Our Sampradaya says, Ramanacharya says, not this. Remembering Lord at the last moment is not that important as much as service to him throughout life. And also not necessary that you have to die in front of the deity. These are the principles of Ramanuja Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya. So that doesn't matter. Even if I leave my body anywhere, our service to the Lord all throughout life is most important. And then Mahapurna left his body. So then Kuresh met Ramanacharya. Ramanacharya seeing his condition, blinded, he felt very much sorry for his disciple. Then he said, you go to Varadaraj, maybe, or mostly Varadaraj deity. Go to him and ask the Lord to give back your eyes. So Kuresh goes and he says, oh Lord, please forgive the king. And he comes back. Again, Ramanuja says, what is this? I told you, what did you pray? He said, I asked for the forgiveness for the king. So Ramanuja said, nothing. Go again and ask for your eyes. And again he went and he said, forgive those who plucked out the eyes also. Again he came back. Again Ramanuja was surprised. He said, what is this? You asked for that. He said, okay, now you tell the Lord that my spiritual master has lost some of his property. So please give that back. So what is the property? Proper disciple is also property of Guru, and not to speak of the eyes. So then he went and told like that, and then immediately his eyes came back. So you can see what kind of amazing disciples also he had. Another disciple was Dhanurdas, who was mad for the eyes of Hemamba before becoming Ramanujara disciple. She was his wife and she was very beautiful. He was attracted to her eyes, holding umbrella over her head and fanning her when the Rangana's procession was going on the road with so many drums being beaten, kettle drums and so many things. He just can't hear. Ramacharya disciples saw that they were shocked and they were what a shame. But they could not do nothing. They went to Ramanacharya and informed, this is the kind of this fool. This was the thing he was doing. So Ramanacharya said, get him here. Ramanacharya, this person was called. He said, Acharya, you called me? And he said, yes. Why were you looking at her eyes so madly when the Rangana's procession was going on? You did nothing for Rangana's pleasure. He said, her eyes are so beautiful. I have not seen eyes like that anywhere in the creation. So Ramanacharya proposed, what if I show you more beautiful eyes than hers? Then I'll dedicate my life to those eyes. Thought maybe more beautiful, another girl. Like that. So then he said, come in the evening. Evening when he came, Ramanacharya took him to Rangana's temple in Sanctum Sanctum. And there he prayed to the Lord. Oh Lord, that beauty of your eyes, which a mundane materialist cannot see because he lacks pure devotion. Please reveal the beauty of those eyes to this person. And Lord is requested by pure devotee, he has to agree. So Lord revealed that beauty, seeing which Dhanudas at once fell down at the lotus feet of Ramanacharya. So please accept me as your servant, disciple. And then she also took initiation. They became great devotees. And Ramanacharya was very intimate with Dhanurdas. He would keep his hand on the shoulder of Dhanudas. So all the brahmachari and sannyasi disciples would be very much envious. This fellow is a fallen soul. He is staying with women. We are so renounced. We don't get such intimate association of Guru Maharaj. So we have to tell Guru Maharaj how fallen he is. what to do. So one day Ramanacharya, only knowing their mentality, he called all of them in the ashram. I said, this Dhanurdas is very attached to his wife and is very attached to wealth also. Guru Maharaj, that's what we wanted to tell you. Good that you know now. I want to expose. Very good, Guru Maharaj. We are there with you. What you tell, what to. So, I will tell you one plan how we'll expose it. So I will. You go and tell him I'm calling him. So when you call him in the evening hours, late evening. So I will be engaged in talking with him. Meanwhile, you go and steal all the wealth, jewelry of his wife. When he goes back and sees everything is gone, he will cry like anything, and because of loss of property, then we will show how much is attached to wealth like that. So they said, yes, Guru Maharaj, done like that. So then they went. Before this, he had arranged, it seems, in their because one thing he had done one morning or in the night, their dhotis and kopins, they were all misplaced, they were torn here and there. And when the brahmacharis said, hey, who took my kopin, who took my dhoti, they were fighting amongst themselves. Ramanacharya scolded them. You renounced everything. What is this? A brahmachari is more attached to kopin than a grahastha is to his wife. So what, you are attached fellow, something like that. So they became silent. But in this time, when Dhanudas came, Ramanacharya was discussing a lot of Krishna Katha with him very nicely. And that time the disciples went, his wife after household duty, she slept, but had kept the door open for her husband to come. So they slowly entered. She was lying there on one side. And they started removing her jewelry very gently, carefully. So nose ring, ear ring, bangles, like that. But she understood somebody is there. So without their knowledge, she just happened to see who they are. And she understood, my God, brothers only Guru Maharaj disciples, they have come, that means there must be some crisis, financial crisis. So I must, so then she allowed everything to be taken from one side. She thought so much crisis that brahmachari have to do stealing. So why not give from other side out? So she gently turned over. As she was turning over, they thought, my God, she's getting up, will be exposed. So they immediately ran away. Then Dhanudas, after engaging and doing everything, he went to house, and when he saw his wife, he said, what is this? Why only one side jewelry? What happened about the other one? He said, our God brothers came, they were stealing, so I understood there is some financial crisis. So I thought, let me turn over so that they can take other side also. But then they ran away like that. This was all being observed by them through windows and all that, without the knowledge of Dhanudas and his wife. So then immediately Dhanudas became so angry. You attached lady, you are so attached to your jewelry. Don't you understand our whole existence is for Guru Maharaj? What is this wealth? There's nothing. She said, no, no, no. I tried, to give. No, you did not. You should have gently turned over. You are chastising like that. And they were completely ashamed. They informed Ramacharya. He said, just see, you think that he is fallen person attached to wealth and money. You are more attached to coping than Grahastha is to his wife's jewelry. Like that. Once Ramanacharya was with his six sannyasi disciples, was traveling to one place. So he had eaten something and he put it in the pond. He washed his hands sometimes, it is said. So then some fishes, one fish came and ate those remnants. At once he was converted into 400 Vishnu in the form, and he ascended to Vaikuntha. Seeing this, the disciples were shocked. Guru Maharaj, what is this? Said, because they accepted my remnants. That's why he became transformed. But we take your remnants every day. How we are not getting that conversion? He said, because you are very choosy. You commit offenses. These lower beings, they don't have discrimination and all that. They just take it wholeheartedly. That's why no offense. So they made advancement. Whereas we are little choosy. Oh, give me that gulab jamun from Guru Maharaj plate, or maybe that whatever something. And if you are given mirchi, oh mirchi, chili. Sometimes salt is given. Whosoever gives, we feel like, have brain or not. So then he, while leaving his body, has given 74 final instructions to all the followers, of which two are most important. That is surrender to Guru and service to Vaishnavas. They are the most important. His body is still there, kept as it is in. Srirangam temple only. One place. Lord Ranganath guided where should his body be, and they have kept as it is covered with chandan and some natural what do you call herbs, preservatives like that. So there are so many mummies in Egypt, and in Goa also it's in but his body is kept with chemicals. So how many people go there? But maybe that many don't go to Srirangam. Srirangam people go, but many others don't go. So Ramanachari is as he is there for anyone who wants to get his mercy. He created revolution in Sri Sampradaya and spread his teachings are spread. There are Ramanandis also, his followers. They stay in North India, they went and they learned Hindi and they spread the teachings, his teachings to people. So one group of his disciples, they are sannyasis who give initiation. Another group is teachers. So the teachers propagate the knowledge to everyone. So that's how the whole Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya is being expanded all over the world. They go more and more. So that is about Ramanujacharya in short. Any question? He is also called as Yatiraj, king of all the sannyasis. Yatiraj. Very powerful. From him only Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur took the concept of this Sakran and Tridanda sannyas. Because so much Ekadanda sannyas was famous. But Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur took these principles from him. Any question? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रीपाद रामानुजाचार्य की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमानंद।
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी, दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा।
सभी को दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी। माता जी।